Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over on how to produce a corporate style video with a clean colored background.
Countless emails to match students with tutors, lots of reports to generate, spreadsheets to sift through, and finding it difficult to actually track program usage.
Driven by our partners' feedback, we designed features specific to each of the tutoring, mentorship, and other student services we support, and centralize them all in one platform.
For this project, the client wanted 3 separate videos that highlighted the services that they provide. They were all similarly going to be shot and edited the same way. There are basically 3 main shots. The first shot introducing the problem, the second with a solution to that problem, and the third a hero shot with that solution being demonstrated. Now, I originally thought this project was going to be really hard to pull off just due to the nature of seamless paper, and the only rolls that I could find that would fit in my car that I could transport to the location were 107 inches. Now, with that being said, there's a way to actually cheat that so your backdrop encompasses the entire frame. But you have to be very careful because you have to light the background so it's completely flat or close to it. The next topic I'm going to talk about is the actual production and how that went. Pre-production in terms of the lines and actors was already done by the company. I just had to sort out some of the props and the crew going to be involved. One prop I had to bring along was a student desk. Shout out to Francesca, who I recently worked on a project that had a desk in it, and I reached out to her and she gladly let me use it. On this set, we had a 5-person crew. We had Jason for sound, and also he was going to do the coloring in post. Justin as our DP and DIT, so he was going to be focusing on framing, rolling the camera, and also dealing with the footage after we shot it. Jordan as a grip and gaffer, so he was mainly putting up backdrops, and then also working on the lighting. We had Adrian capturing all the BTS. And I was the director, and I also did some lighting. Going through the actual production, it was pretty smooth. We were shooting this on an FX9, and then this was connected to a director's monitor so the client could see what was happening during the acting of the scenes. It's pretty straightforward, it's just delivery of the lines. The only thing that we really had to focus on was perfect lighting in each scene. Now, this was making sure that the outside light was all blacked out, as well as any spill coming from any of the windows or anything like that. To eliminate all that spill, luckily there were blackout curtains, and we had to throw up a small piece of cloth in the back to eliminate some spill coming from another room. And then we had to make sure the backdrop was lit properly, and then there was a nice key, as well as hair light on the subject. Now I'm gonna throw it to the footage that we captured on set to see what exactly dialogue we have, and also a breakdown of the lighting setup.
Scene 1, take 1, Nimbus.
Wait, can we do that again? I'm gonna call action on you. It's okay, don't worry, don't pause it.
Okay. Your phone's off as well.
Action? Then let's bring that cup in.
Bring the cup, get some colors. You can put it like here.
Not yet.
Got the baby Sony FX9. Right now we have the Zeiss 55 on there, 1.8. It's I think my first ones I've ever gotten with the Sony. Small HD, 7-inch, got a shape, 135 V mount, polygon transmitter. That's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. What are we framing for right now? Here we're framing for the opening shot of the sequence here. We have the talent, the messy desk. We're on eye level, and we're on sticks. No handheld, baby. No, that's for me.
Alright, come on over. Using the Big Spree 3. On the XLR1 we have the MKH 416, and then on the Sennheiser we have the AT5353, I believe. Yeah, there's a short condenser and a long shotgun. Scene 2, take 1.
Action.
Countless emails to match students with tutors, lots of reports to generate, spreadsheets to sift through, and finding it hard to track program usage. Lots of reports to generate, spreadsheets to sift through, and finding it hard to track.
Zach, talking head, take 1.
All right, so we just wrapped up set here. We were shooting a series of videos for Nimbus Learning, and the whole feel that we were going for was that big blank open room. So that's how we achieved this look with the backdrops. So we had 3 different colors. We had this coral pink, we had a like a more sky blue, and then a tangerine-ish yellow. So this entire setup was done with Nanolite products. To light the backdrop, we have 2 Pavo tubes, and these are the 30Cs, the 4-foot ones. And then we also have one overhead just as a hair light, and that was the 60, so this is the smaller one. And then to establish, like, just to bring the whole room tone as well as to get more light in the subject, we used a Forza 500 shooting through a scrim. And then that was roughly between 20 and 50% during that whole shoot. And just for different scenarios, we had it at different percentages. And then to actually light the subject, we had a Forza 300 on a softbox. And that was just to add more shape to the actual face. And then we would just flag off this to add more shadows and more contrast when we were shooting. All right, so I got my buddy Jordan here. He's gonna be our stand-in. So the first thing that I'm gonna establish is room tone. And like I said before, we use the Forza 500 to do that. So if we look in camera, that's that right now. And again, shooting through a scrim, and this is set at 40%. The next thing that we're gonna do is gonna turn on the Forza 300. And then this is at 40%, and this is just adding more shape to the face. And then we're gonna turn on this Pavo tube, just the controls right here. That bad boy, and this is just gonna add a hair light, which is give us more separation. And then, like I said, the most important thing when you're shooting these backdrop things is to get more even lighting on the backdrop. So I'm gonna have this one on, and then Adrian just turned on that one, and that gives us our even lighting. This is just an example setup. This is not exactly how we shot it during the actual shoot. We just wanted to recreate it and show you guys basically how it looked. As from the outside looking in, a lot of people can see this as a basic video concept because they just look at the camera and that it was just shot on a tripod. But to bring videos to another level, to that whole commercial space, you really need to focus on lighting, and that's something that people struggle with a lot. Even myself getting into the lighting game, I still struggle a lot of times, and it's just a lot of trial and error. We just want to show you the process on how we lit this series of videos, and I hope it helps in your projects that you have as well. That pretty much wraps up the video. We just want to show you what goes on when we are creating these clean style corporate videos. If you would like to see more content like this, where it's BTS and also these lighting breakdowns, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.